But anyway, yeah, that's it, okay? That's it for explanation for the video. If somehow anyone got on this highlight before watching the real video, don't forget to go to Sseth's channel to like and subscribe to him, because it's a pretty amazing channel and he doesn't post videos that much, okay? But when he posts them, they're pretty good. Highly recommend. I do not just feel kinda it, okay? I just feel kinda it. Each time, let's see how to turn gamers into wives.
Hey, Seth here.
Hi, Sseth.
The zone gives and the zone takes. It gives acute radiation poisoning, which forces me to chain smoke Lucky Strikes and run around in a drunken haze. And it takes...
That's just me on the average day, to be fair. Yeah, but something on Discord, let me check. Wait, actually did not. Wait, oh, was the video, was it not? I did not got anything on Discord, that was the video.
my sanity, as the anomalous object strapped to my belt sends Discord
Oh yeah, it was the
directly
video,
to my brain, which is
fucking knew it,
preferable
Seth.
because each time it makes me freak out, I have to reload, and each time I attempt my driving practical, I fail to correctly yield at the poltergeist and fail my examination. Why are we here? Because
just to
being paid
suffer.
the equivalent of $50 to dodge mutants while unjamming my shotgun seemed like a good idea. Until I got burnt, irradiated, shocked, sucked off.
Suck it off. Ooh, I mean, but by the way, I gotta tell my experience on the Stalker series, okay? I've been waiting to play Stalker for a very long time, but since it was a PC exclusive, I never had the chance. But the first Stalker game that I played was Stalker Misery.
Who shot Doggy Dog?
That is generally considered to be an absolutely miserable experience, and I'm very curious to see how Misery scales to this mod pack, because I know this mod pack is kind of like a hardcore version of Stalker, but they also add a lot of tools that you can use. And I'm actually so curious to see how much of my suffering on Misery was unnecessary.
And soaked in the rain. My gas mask is more shard than glass, and the last artifact I found try to eat me instead.
Oh no.
Tattered and hungry, but at least I can see my next meal.
Oh, yummy, yummy radioactive boar. Oh. Well, so much for that.
Sometimes the winning move is none at all. Why work when everyone does it for you? Forget the journey. I'm just here for a paycheck.
Typical Misery experience.
I have less than
What the fuck? Wait, go back.
Forget the journey. I'm just here for a paycheck. What faction even is this?
This is Son issue, is it not? This is Son issue. What an incredible faction, that's all I have to say. What the fuck is this mod set? What?
Is this? I have less than I started with, and the only possession I ever had just got stolen by a telepathic hobbit. As I realize I accidentally eaten raw meat, I look at a photo of my boy wife one last time. But
my what?
It's not all bad. Each day brings a beautiful morning, and I've saved enough money.
Very beautiful indeed. What is this graphic mod?
Feels a little heavy.
Oh.
Remember, everything.
Oh, what the fuck?
Heavy. Remember.
Wait, guys, do they have a map that explodes? What? Fucking Dead Money references and all that. Funny considering that Dead Money was based on Stalker, you know?
For future opposition researchers, but between you and me, I know you would never say anything weird. However, we don't know.
Of course, I'm totally safe on the internet.
Tomorrow.
Okay, I can skip the ad, right? I can skip the ad. I'm sorry, Sseth. I'm sorry, Sseth. I'm sorry, Sseth. I'm sorry, Sseth. PN.
ExpressVPN.com/Sseth.
Okay, Sseth. What the fuck? I got the ad on ad. Are you kidding me? We will, the world will.
Gamma is more than 550 configurable mods on top of Anomaly, and the best experience I've ever had. However, missing a single step in the...
So yeah, just like the Maxor's video, I never know when he's speaking truth or just make shit up. But I do have the impression that is in fact that many mods, okay?
botches the whole process and puts you right
Are you
back to the
playing
beginning.
RuneScape?
In response, GOG developed a single-click installation that handles everything. If you own a copy of Call of Pripyat, the Enhanced Edition, or Stalker 2 on GOG, you can add Stalker Gamma to your library. I've put them on sale. If you're too late for the sale, buy a CD key. If you can't afford a CD key, steal everything and install it manually. Performance free. So while you're at it, find your nearest /r/PC Master Race.
$90.
Involve them at gunpoint. I recommend
What a great game.
formatting the SSD immediately, as it most definitely contains Lolicon. The
What?
zone has a mind of its own, where everything works exactly as intended. Just don't Alt-Tab.
There is no bugs on Stalker, there is only anomalies. Look at this thing, okay?
Exactly as intended.
Yes.
Just don't Alt-Tab during a load screen or you lose audio. And make sure you finish Live X19 in one go, because that timer doesn't reset and you can accidentally soft lock yourself. And if you spent the last hour searching for a story artifact that can't be found, that's because it's been thrown out of map bounds by a graph anomaly, and you're only
Oh,
up.
but speaking of story art, okay, let's talk about the misery mod I played. Misery mod was such a nightmare to find NPCs on the game. Okay, out of context, it's gonna sound insane. But you know, there's like Noah, Noah for the Bible, the flood, yeah. And this guy was supposed to die very easily on misery, but somehow for me, he only disappeared after some time. But there was so much dead bodies on misery. I wonder how Gamma looks like. Basically speaking, the life encounters that I have on misery is just dead people, because everyone just keeps fucking dying with this stupid damage multiplier that I had.
Spawning it yourself using the debugging console. Despite all this is still surprisingly stable.
Yeah, very
now
stable.
let's get to the meat of it. You can start as any of the major factions. Would you like to be left alone as the whole map chimps out? Become a scientist.
Please talk about
Would
the
you
zombie
like to do
faction.
crime? Join the bandits. Would you
Yeah,
like to do organized
bandits.
crime? Join the government. But to experience most of the story content, you'll want to stick to something neutral. For a second playthrough, just turn on Warfare and play whatever. Unless it's random,
Warfare is
which
so
is a
fun.
documented form of self-harm. The Zone exists to the present day of 2018. The Brain Scorcher has been reactivated, and anyone getting too close is subjected to Blah-D music.
Now part of the zone.
Those who listen become mindless husks. Those who understand the lyrics join
Praise the monolith.
ever-surging ranks of Monolith. The UN and
Praise
have cracked
the
down on arms
monolith.
trafficking. A gun is worth as
Oh,
much as the rust
monolith.
that's on it. Nothing
I
new
cannot
is
hear
coming
you
in,
anymore.
and everything already here is scrap metal. Welcome to Gamma's progression system. It's
Ooh.
actually very simple when you get down to it. None of your actions have any monetary value unless someone's paying. Luckily, there's a dynamic mission
sounds
system
like misery.
which ties into a sophisticated sandbox simulation that results in complete chaos. Take a request to clear out mutants. Complete it automatically because the AI did it for you. Take a
Okay, so you
delivery.
have missions, right? So here's the funny part about misery that I played. There was mission misery, but every single time I go looking for a mission, everyone is fucking... Everyone is dead, so there's no mission to do there. The way I remember I grinded on misery, I literally just go on these fucking insane hunting trips. And I just had there's like a bunch of parts of mutants. And then I go to the top of the ship and I start like cooking them. Because I need to cook them to sell them for more. Hours and hours of missions on top of the goddamn ship, making radioactive meat. It was a fucking fun. It was so fun, man. I want to go back to misery and just go hunting again and spend hours
Fail
and hours
because your client took a shotgun to the face. Click every job on the task board without looking and get very
selling
surprised
mutant
as you
meat.
hear the approaching rotors of the Ukrainian military. Situations arise.
Oh, the helicopter actually attacks you! Oh, the helicopter actually attacks you on this one. That's cool as fuck. Oh, I know a lot of mods do that, but that was so cool to see. Actually being enemies is... damn.
Hear the approaching rotors of a Ukrainian military. Situations arise, and coincidence stacks together to create interactions that are more ridiculous and bizarre than any scripted event.
What the fuck?
This is not an exaggeration. Anything can happen, and nothing is static. Anomalies
Exactly.
move, radiation patches migrate, and factions go to war with one another, all in the course of a day. Act like
Okay, the faction wars, like the change in the map, was part of the basic anomaly thing. Anomaly is not Misery, okay? Anomaly is a different game that I also played, and it's the base for this one, okay? It's very simple to understand. We have Stalker Trilogy, then we have Misery, that's the one I played, then we have Anomaly, that is somewhat related to the Trilogy and also Misery, then we have this one. Yeah, it's very simple. And they are normally changing places. Oh, this is new from this one, that's cool.
Act like a scumbag, and you'll end up in a body bag, as even your own faction would sooner kill a traitor than an enemy. Build a trustworthy reputation, and traitors will offer better supplies and ammunition. And for the rest, you're on your own. Perform enough work, and your clients will ping the location of a rare stash. These contain a random set of tools. When everything is garbage, your only option is to
very
fix it.
helpful.
Guns are a series of parts that can be field stripped.
Yeah, so Misery, the strategies are shit.
Completely trashed, in which case you need a full replacement. Lack of maintenance results in mechanical failure, while dirty, warped, or broken barrels turn bullets into glorified confetti. Equipment works a little differently. The condition in stats is the average durability
no,
component. At a certain threshold, you can't repair directly, and the only way to restore them is by replacing.
No, this man is too familiar to me. I can feel the Misery crawling in my screen already. No. Okay, so far I can tell the is balance in other way, okay? Is balance. Jam it in, Shiro, jam it in. Jam, welcome to the space, Jam.
Individual parts, but everything I've described requires the appropriate repair kit for that category or complexity of gear, which can only be made with the appropriate set of tools. This is how Gamma incentivizes the player to go north. To progress, we have to push deeper towards the heart of the zone, which is why I didn't get expert tools until 100 hours in, because I spent all my time building an incel bunker in the middle of Rothstar. Virtually every challenge I've ever faced is an opportunity to engineer a solution. For example, I have a natural propensity for hoarding, which is why I craft and equip the highest possible
could never be me,
and still get
never.
overloaded. But with the help of my trusty chemistry set, I can take a bump of cocaine off my knife.
This animation program is also so good,
for the
what the
next few
hell?
hours. This works up an appetite, so I hotkey a bag of peanuts for consumption on the go. This is truly the most immersive experience. I tune up a G36, only to realize that every trader willing to sell to me is from a Warsaw Pact, so they don't carry 556 NATO. Not a problem.
No.
As long as I have the appropriate casing, propellant, and projectile, I can hand load it myself. But bullets are expensive, so I disguise
How
myself as a hoodlum,
expensive?
build a 3x3 box fort to encase my body,
You
and
can
as one of them
build it?
passes by,
What? Wait, you can build? There's no way. This is
projectile, I can
rust.
hand load it myself. But bullets are expensive, so
Nah, Seth, you put fucking rust in the middle of this thing. Stop
I
lying.
disguise myself as a hoodlum, build a 3x3 box.
It's like very complicated to program for this engine like he showed before, okay? Wait a second, the houses start flying. Man, I wanna try to play like an older version of Gamma and try to break these houses that you build. Consider the cars, they have a tendency to kinda fly alertly. What's the absolute bizarre shit I can do in these houses, huh? Looks so funny though.
Box fort to encase my body, and as one of them passes by, I deconstruct it and stab him in the face. In Gamma,
What
you
the
die quickly.
fuck? Wait,
and
go
passes
back,
as
go
a
back.
Hoodlum. And as one of them passes by, I deconstruct it and stab him in the face. In Gamma, you die quickly.
What the fuck is this strategy that you using?
And you die a lot.
Oh. You die a lot? How miserable a lot? Ah! Oh, I see. What the fuck? YouTube? YouTube? What is this, YouTube? How could I guess that the most dangerous thing I would see today was from YouTube himself?
A single
Brother!
dog bite is a third of your health bar. If you don't have a bandage or anticoagulant,
The animations are
it'll
so
quickly
good,
drop to
what the hell?
zero. The camp isn't far, but your leg is completely raw, and running will only cause more
My leg's
fractures.
completely
Your best
raw.
option is to reflect on your mistakes. Limbs take damage based on the locations.
What? Okay, it's not had this on misery, I think.
Is to reflect on your mistakes. Limbs take damage based.
Oh, there's damage based on the location. Literally like a stock survival mod for everything, is it not? Man, I'm very surprised that we don't have like a Monster Hunter mod that is like this, okay?
in the location of the impact, with a multitude of fun and engaging disabilities. Treatment is a two-step process. We administer first aid to temporarily stop the symptoms, and to make the results permanent, we inject fentanyl. The success or failure of my expedition is decided entirely by the raw quantity of fent needles inside my inventory.
Whoa.
But sometimes, you can't outsmart the zone.
I know.
If the sirens start blaring and comms suddenly go down, hide.
Side story. Yeah, this one. Look at this, it's so cool. Okay, I'm gonna sidetrack a tiny bit about this. Let me drink water. And on this mod pack, you have like 3 variations of them, I'm pretty sure.
Emissions and psi storms are the zone's reminder.
So am I.
We don't belong here. However, right after a blowout is the best time to hunt for artifacts, as anomaly fields soak
I use it to do that on Misery also.
and result in their formation. Artifacts in Stalker are a bunch of passive stats. Artifacts in Gamma let you kick pseudo-giants to death and turn the game into Dark Messiah. Reverse the vector of a...
Wait, so they actually give like these square effects on Gamma? Hey, I know I'm trauma dump way too much about Misery. But yeah, on Misery they literally just nerf, okay? They nerf the ones from the main game that are already not that strong. So they only serve to be sold. Yeah, I had a lot of fun on Misery, okay? Lots
Reverse
of
the
fun.
vector of approaching projectiles. Solo
Lots of
the
fun.
entire late game with a fire axe. Reward your accuracy by accelerating each bullet faster than the last, until you accidentally miss, in which case your head explodes.
Whoa.
Or sign a pact with a zone, which is completely irreversible.
Die, let it
forcing you
die.
to feed it until there's nothing left to give. Except yourself. But I wouldn't worry about that, because it's time for another sacrifice.
Another sacrifice.
The clock is ticking. Artifacts are now amazing possibilities that end in death or glory. The same is true.
It's like this is literally like the artifacts on the lore, because on the lore the artifacts they always had these cool effects but risky to use. On the games is like you regenerate your stamina 10% faster, you regenerate 1 point of health every night, you do something like that. But here you die.
Artifacts are now amazing possibilities that end in death or glory. The same is true of anomalies. The base game could be described as a cluster of fart clouds, causing the infliction of incredible gassy, and your subsequent demise. Compare this to a single anomaly in Gamma, which I can use to escape pursuing enemies by
The teleporting
temporarily
ones are so
pausing
funny.
my existence and causing a time dilation several hours into the future. And unlike the sequel, mutants actually have value. Oh, succulent cooked dog. Delicious. Washed down with mineral spring.
Delicious.
Water with blood of dragon. And herbal remedy infused with urine of incel virgin boy. That is until you figure out all your needs can be met by copious amounts of Monster Energy Zero Ultra. And from there, you'll never have to sleep again. Look, I'm not going to explain why a fracture's body contains marijuana. If you're going to take issue with a realism, explain female stalkers.
Female stalkers?
Stated clearly in the lore, there's no women in the zone.
Yes,
Because their
no.
menstrual cycles would sync up and wreak havoc in the sewer system. You
What?
Can tell Gamma's priorities by the fact that there's an
yes.
entire keyboard
By
dedicated
the way, I read the book, okay? I read the book of Stalker, yeah, that's me, officer. I read the Roadside Picnic, the original basic thing for Stalker, and I can tell, yes, this is the lore explanation for it, totally.
no women in the zone,
Yes.
because their menstrual cycles would sync up and wreak havoc in the sewer system.
Yes, it was
You can
on
tell
page
Gamma's
69.
priorities by the fact that there's an entire keyboard dedicated to switching between the side rail and the iron sights, configuring your red dot, turning on the infrared camera, switching the fire select, clearing
There's a
the
few
jam,
options I can
relaxing
see.
your stance to show non-aggression, putting on your gen-free night vision, configuring its sensitivity, and rotating your neck without moving.
Basic
This
stuff,
is
basic
tactical
stuff.
gun autism, because there's more than 100 fully accurate reproductions from World War II to the modern era, to which you can attach real-world scopes, suppressors, and underbarrel launchers. And it doesn't stop there, because I didn't include tactical conversions that fundamentally modify the entire frame. This is the whole point of Gamma, paying 200,000 rubles for a smuggled Raytheon thermal
What?
scope, so I can
Oh,
10x
no.
zoom on a toilet in pitch darkness and appreciate the individual skid marks left
Oh,
behind.
this is
At
worth it,
night,
though.
the humble duende comes out to forage. As they are small and
Moleque.
unbaptized, A single bullet sends him straight to hell,
No!
where he belongs. I've played with
Baby.
the default configurations, and I was just fine. Granted, I ran out of
Okay, let me nerd out about it. There was a lot of creatures that was cut from the Stalker trilogy. One of them was called the Karlak, that was the one that we just saw over there. And in fact, Stalker Gamma, they tended to add a lot of creatures that were cut from the game, or new ones that I feel kinda sad that they not show them. It was like the original design for the Barrier, that was a creature that got implemented on Call of Pripyat. But for some reason it was a Karlak. I know the Karlak.
a single
Yeah, that was the Karlak design. Why was the Barrier picture?
baptized. A single bullet sends him
Ugly.
straight to hell.
It's
where he
beautiful,
belongs.
look at
I've
this
played with the
beautiful
default
creature.
configurations, and I was just fine. Granted, I ran out of matches at the start and I couldn't save. But if you can't stay
Oh, you
alive
can
for
save on
even
matches.
3 minutes since your last quick save, maybe
Feed and
you
hunger.
should be here. PC gamers be like, quick save, quick load. When Dad starts beating Mom, maybe this time she can survive the encounter as she dodge rolls his belt pattern. But unlike Mother, we don't have to play victim. If you wanted to quick save normally, just open mod organizer
They lost
and
all
unpick
us
the
too.
plugin. If you want to tweak any of the individual settings, you can change many of them in the mod configuration menu. After all, it's your experience and there's no one to criticize you. I know this too well.
Exactly.
Over 10 years ago, I was playing a roguelike on a train, and of all the worst things to happen, a Polish man caught me save scumming by deleting the folder and restoring a backup, and he simply shook his head in disappointment.
This happened to me, okay?
Untold generational trauma, for which I am still seeking reparations.
Oh, a chimera.
I've come a long way from stale bread and
Wait,
canned
go back.
tomatoes.
I wanna see this again. Okay, I'm so bad at saying stuff. This is the strongest creature on the base game of Stalker, okay? The Chimera. This thing is absolute killing machine on the Misery mod. Man, there is something I do miss about the Misery mod was the Chimera moved, okay? The Chimera was like super fast, and he jumped so far away the Misery mod. It was cool to see. Get out. He's trying to react to me though. Oh, hi!
Untold generational trauma,
So beautiful.
for which I am still seeking reparations. I've come a
Now-
long way from stale bread and canned tomatoes. Now I roll with my squad as they glitch out and fail to correctly execute a bandit.
Oh, that happens to me also.
Andre, take 5 and watch me hit this dart. We can use your save a helmet as a bong to recirculate the THC. In summary, I love Gamma and I thoroughly recommend it. I no longer care for my responsibilities. It's consumed my life, and all I
Oh my god. Wait.
And all I want to do is hunt artifacts for below minimum wage. As always, more content to come, so stay tuned. A warm thanks to the many members of the Merchants Guild, generously funding and bankrolling these videos.
Peraí, movimento importante. By the way, this place over here that is in, this was my change from Call of Pripyat to Misery. That was my bridge. The last view that I had before I changed it to the Misery mod. And I just had a Misery experience on Stalker after that. Although I do like Stalker quite a lot. I mean, I just go this way so much on the base Misery to farm the military guys over here. Ah, good memories. But anywho, this was SsethTheProgamer over here, SsethTheProgamer. I should have reacted to this a little bit better. Which no, it's fine. I hope it was fun enough to watch, and I will try to upload this to my channel at some point. But anyhow, I managed to do it, and that shall be it for today. Thank everybody that stopped by here. I hope y'all have a great day. And
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Удачной охоты.
What? Yeah, normal.